Okay, hi everyone, Daryl here. So in this video, right, we're going to do this question and answer which we usually get from clients, and it will give you a good indication of how and the thought process of how grants are approved. So the common question that we receive, right, is can I incorporate a new company to take the grant? So like when I talk about the grant, right, essentially is the enterprise development grant, or the productivity solutions grant, or like maybe the market readiness awareness grant, the MRA. So we always receive questions from clients, right, asking us, saying that I want to take the grant, so I incorporate a company to take the grant. The thought process should be as such. So the considerations for grant approval, right, from the grant approval authority. So in this case, right, if you are talking about the enterprise development grant, then it would be Enterprise Singapore. So you must see what Enterprise Singapore is looking for. Essentially, they are looking to see whether this particular project that you are proposing to embark on, right, whether it will actually add productivity, uh, increase productivity, increase innovation in your company, whether it will improve the hiring capacity in your company as well. Okay, so if let's say the grant that you propose, it's not very innovative. Like for example, maybe you are maybe a shipping company, then you just propose that you want to build an accounting software, but then the accounting software is nowhere related to your shipping business, then obviously the chances for your grant approval is very low. But if let's say you build a system to track maybe uh, all your shipments, everything that is related to the shipping industry, right? Then uh, and to help you with your workflow, then maybe the approval may be a lot easier in a sense that is actually contributing to the actual uh, business of the company. Okay, next will be the financial health of the company. So that's the reason why normally when clients with pretty new companies come to us to apply for grants, then we would actually politely reject them. The main rationale is that the financial health of the company is not very strong. The company has to be in a good financial position, right, before it embarks on a grant. So if let's say the company is very new, then don't have any major vendors, then maybe the business is not doing very well, then you must also understand that this is also public money. So this is from the government coffers. So you must understand that recently there's a lot of hoo-ha about fraudulent claims, how the government money is being spent, to aid companies like this. So there was recently a lot of issues with like PIC in the past, or recently there's this Skills Future case whereby uh, I think there was a couple that defrauded or misused the Skills Futures money. They came up with a scheme to scam the government of monies by submitting fraudulent Skills Future claims. So these things also matter, you see. So then next will be, is this a valid claim? Is this a valid claim in the sense that uh, are you really going to do this project? Okay, and there are certain criteria or certain questions which will be asked, and then from there they will assess whether this is a valid project that you are going to embark on. And then next is, what is the intention of the grant? Okay, so the intention of the grant, going back to the case of the shipping industry, right? The intention of the grant has to improve the process and workflow of your company. It has to be innovative. It has to add productivity, or there are many different ambits of different grants. So you have to fulfill certain criteria before this grant can proceed. So in EDG, there are certain things which they are looking out for. Like for example, they may look out for innovation. So is this something that is going to help change your company, help to improve the innovation process in your company, help your company become more innovative? Then for MRA, they are looking for expansion overseas. Then if you have the intention to expand overseas, then you can look at the MRA grant. And then next, right, linking together with the financial health of the company, the next question is, can the company complete the project even without the grant? So the Enterprise Singapore is asking you, okay, even if I don't give you this grant, right, would you still proceed with this project? This is a very key criteria. So if let's say you say, oh no, I'm going to I only want to proceed the project if I can get the grant. Then if they see that you are maybe just utilizing this to try, then maybe that wouldn't be so ideal, because you must always remember that these agencies, right, they are answerable, and recently you can see the Accountant General, right, coming in to audit and take a look at how monies are being spent. So these are all public monies, essentially, like I mentioned, government, from the government coffers. So the way and the approval process, right, of giving these monies to companies, right, has to be very stringent. Okay, then next, right, will be the projections. For example, if your company now is maybe hiring 3 people, then moving forward, right, can you hire more, or can you do more revenue? You have to give projections, and you have to substantiate your projections as well. So as a new company, right, most probably you will have 0 staff, or maybe you yourself, or maybe you only have 1 staff. Then the government will, I mean the approving body, right, may ask you, why is it that you think that you can move forward? You are just now in the startup phase only. Why is it that you want to embark on such a large project? So maybe if your project is small, then easier for approval as well. Okay, so to answer the question, right, can I incorporate a new company to take the grant, right? If you are incorporating a company just for the purpose to take a certain grant, right, then I will tell you the answer is no. But if let's say you incorporate a company with the intention to do the business, then you stumble upon enterprise development grant or MRA or something like that, right? Then you want to try to get this grant, you can actually approach us. We will actually take a look at maybe you have certain vendors which you have been working with since the day you incorporate the company. So maybe the company has been incorporated for 6 months, but the financials are very strong because the first 6 months business has been very strong. Then you can use all these management reports, right, to substantiate and submit it up for approval with the relevant bodies. So that's the main reason why sometimes we tell the client, you need to keep your financial statements, you need to keep your management reports. One of the reasons is that you need all this to substantiate all your grant applications or whatnot that you have, that you want to use for your company. Yeah, so if you incorporate a new company and the company is doing well, then definitely you can try to apply for certain grants, and the approval process and approval rate will be higher. Okay, yeah, so if you're not sure, you can always contact us. I'll leave our contact details in the description box below, and we'll see you in the next video.